we have with us Nutritionist Sonakshi joining. So thank you so much, Nutritionist Sonakshi. Let me introduce you to our audience. Nutritionist Sonakshi comes with an experience of 3 years and has been guiding people in choosing the right diet, right lifestyle, and modify their lifestyle, better it through dietary modifications. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to an interactive session with you.
Thank you for your kind words. I'm really excited for this session because I do get a lot of questions asked, and I think this is a great platform to address all these issues and all the queries. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So, dear audience, we have with us Nutrition Sonakshi. You all also can put in your queries in the comment section. But before you do so, we have our questions, and we'll go ahead with that. So, न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट सोनाक्षी, बहुत लोग अब एक न्यूट्रिशियस डाइट को लेके बहुत लोगों के माइंड में बहुत सारे मिसकंसेप्शंस एंड बहुत सारे डाउट्स रहते हैं. सो व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड बाय अ हेल्दी डाइट, अ बैलेंस्ड हेल्दी न्यूट्रिशियस डाइट? क्या होता है?
दिस इज वेरी बेसिक, ये बहुत बेसिक है, बट बिकॉज इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन है ऑन इंटरनेट टुडे दैट पीपल आर कंफ्यूज कि कहाँ से कैसे स्टार्ट करें. सो इट्स वेरी सिंपल. अगर आप अपनी डाइट में सारे न्यूट्रिएंट्स, बोथ योर मैक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स एंड माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स, अच्छी क्वांटिटी में अकॉर्डिंग टू योर बॉडी एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू योर नीड्स, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू ऐड, दैट इज द मोस्ट सिंपल वे टू एड्रेस इट. सो मैक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स क्या होते हैं? योर कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स, प्रोटीन एंड फैट्स आपके मैक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं जो आपकी बॉडी में सबसे ज्यादा यूज होते हैं. एंड आपके माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स, वी ऑल नो, आयरन, मैग्नीशियम, जिंक, ऑल दीज माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स एंड एक्सेट्रा. तो इन चीजों को इफ यू ऐड इन योर डाइट इन एडिक्वेट अमाउंट, ना ही कम ना ही ज्यादा, तो बहुत बेटर होता है. यूजुअली इन इंडियन डाइट हम देखते हैं कि प्रोटीन बहुत लैक करता है एंड कार्बोहाइड्रेट ज्यादा होते हैं. सो दिस इज वेयर पीपल लैक. लेकिन लोग यूजुअली क्रैश डाइट्स पे चले जाते हैं एंड दे स्किप मील्स एंड दे डू एवरीथिंग एक्सेप्ट एड्रेसिंग द मेन इशू, which is having all these nutrients in correct form. So if we talk about balanced diet, it's having all your nutrients in correct portions. As we all seen, हमने स्कूल में भी पढ़ा, इट्स वेरी बेसिक. तो हमें एक ट्राइंगल की शेप में सिखाते थे कि कार्बोहाइड्रेट सबसे ज्यादा, फिर प्रोटीन एंड सबसे कम फैट्स. क्योंकि कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स हमारा ओनली सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी है, वो हमें एनर्जी देते हैं बाय डिफॉल्ट. हमारी बॉडी में एनर्जी कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स के थ्रू ही आती है. तो दैट इज द मेजॉरिटी सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी कम्स फ्रॉम कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स. देन प्रोटीन, बिकॉज प्रोटीन इज आवर बॉडी बिल्डिंग फूड. किड्स में सबसे ज्यादा यू हैव टू गिव protein because that's the building age. But even when you are adult, to live a happy and healthy life and a fit life and have a fit body, you still need protein. And then comes fats. So fats हमारी body में एनर्जी में ज्यादा यूज नहीं होते, फैट स्टोर हो जाते हैं. So that's why fats सबसे कम होते हैं. Again, we need fats. Fats coming from nuts, fats coming from ghee. These are very important, but in a very adequate amount, not in large amount, because हमारी body fats को use नहीं करती है एनर्जी में. That is not the first resort. या तो वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स के पास जाती है या प्रोटीन के पास जाती है, फैट्स के पास नहीं जाती है, and fat gets stored in our body. So that's the whole logic behind that. And अगर हम इस चीज को आप अपने हर मील में कार्बोहाइड्रेट, प्रोटीन एंड फैट्स को लेके आए इन adequate amount in a proper quantity, अगर आप ध्यान से इन चीजों का ध्यान रखें, you can have a very easily, you can have a balanced diet. It's very simple.
Okay, that's nice. अगर मैं अभी रिसेंटली किसी को सुन रही थी तो वो भी बोल रहे थे कि हमारी जो प्लेट होनी चाहिए वो कलर्स से भरी होनी चाहिए. तो जब वो कलर्स से भरी होती है, then that gives all the nutrients required to your body, and that's something similar that
of course there should be all the colors, a lot of vegetables, a lot of different things in your plate, not just one thing, right?
So different people have different body types. A balanced diet तो obviously आपने बोल दिया कि generally ये सब खाना चाहिए हमारे प्लेट में या हमारे डाइट में, ये सब होना चाहिए. But different people have different body types. किसी के shoulders broad होते हैं, narrow होते हैं. Their types are very different. तो अब बॉडी की न्यूट्रिशियस रिक्वायरमेंट होगी या उनकी कैलोरीज जो नीडेड होगी उनकी बॉडी के लिए, हाउ डज दैट बी डिटरमाइंड? एंड बीइंग अ न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट, हाउ डू यू सजेस्ट पीपल? What do you look
So
into?
that's a very good point, because what people do is they get intimidated by seeing some person. If I talk about, they see some celebrity, or if I talk about me, they'll see me that I take this diet, I consume this food and that food, and this is how my body is looking. How is it possible? So now everybody has different requirement. Everybody has a different routine, day to day life. Somebody works out a lot, has a life of, if we take example of athletes, they have a complete different life compared to someone who goes to office and has a sedentary lifestyle. So now you don't have, if you want to be fit, that doesn't mean you have to work out certain hours a day or eat certain food, and that's how you can be fit. और अगर आप जॉब पे जाते हो, तो दैट डजंट मीन कि इफ यू आर अ पर्सन जो जॉब पे जाता है, बिजी रहता है, तो आप कभी फिट नहीं रह सकते. दैट्स अ मिसकंसेप्शन. तो सबकी बॉडी डिफरेंटली बिल्ड होती है, सबका मेटाबॉलिज्म रेट डिफरेंट होता है, एंड एवरीबडी टेक्स फूड एंड न्यूट्रिशन इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट वे. सबकी बॉडी में हर फूड अलग तरीके से इम्पैक्ट किया जाता है. तो इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू नो आवर बॉडी, आवर सेल्स, इंस्टेड ऑफ फॉलोइंग समवन एल्सेज रूटीन कि अच्छा ये उनकी नजर में फिट है. इफ सो एंड सो सेलिब्रिटी इज इन फिट इन देयर in their mindset, this person is fit, so they consider maybe their diet is fit for them, but that's wrong. So how can you see, so the main question is कैसे differentiate करें कि हमारी body पे क्या suit करेगा हमारे. So it's very basic funda is that, if you talk about it, if you are someone who does a lot of workout, your calorie intake will be higher compared to someone who doesn't work out, right? So if you are someone जो सैटरडे संडे वर्कआउट करते हैं बट वीकडेज पे नहीं करते हैं, सो यू हैव टू मॉडिफाई योर डाइट अकॉर्डिंगली कि आज हमने थोड़ा सा, वी आर एग्जॉस्टेड, आज हमने थोड़ा सा फिजिकल एक्टिविटी ज्यादा किया है, तो आज हम प्रोटीन ज्यादा खाएंगे. हर किसी की डाइट उनकी बॉडी के हिसाब से होनी चाहिए, जस्ट लाइक, एंड सबका वर्कआउट भी उनकी बॉडी टाइप के हिसाब से होना चाहिए. इफ somebody who has a heavy upper body, that person will work more on their upper body. Someone has a heavy lower body, that person is going to work on their lower body. So it's a very basic thing. You have to figure out your body yourself. आपकी बॉडी को आपसे बेटर कोई नहीं जानेगा. That's when even working with my clients, what I do is I ask them what their routine is, when they feel hungry, कब उनका, आई डोंट पुट कि ओके मैं तो इतने बजे खाती हूँ या फिर आपको इतने बजे खाना है तो आप खाओगे. दैट डजंट, things don't work like this. Somebody has a routine who wakes up at 6 and feels hungry at 8. I'm going to give them food accordingly, or they'll eat accordingly. If someone is waking up late because they are working till a very long time, रात को वो 1-2 बजे सोते हैं, सुबह लेट उठते हैं, तो they will feel hungry later, right? It's very simple. So उसी हिसाब से you have to modify your diet. And कितना प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट है, a bodybuilder is going to eat protein double their body weight, but a person who doesn't work out will eat somewhere around their body weight only, right? So this is how this whole science of nutrition works, and you know your body the best. So my uh, first take when working with the client is कि मैं उनसे उनका रूटीन जानती हूँ, उनकी बॉडी के बारे में वो कितना जानते हैं. I ask them more about, because they know more about their body. So it's really important to get to know your body first, then आप किसी डाइट को फॉलो करें.
So बहुत सारे from you. So, Sonakshi, we would like to know, how does a nutritious diet help in boosting our immunity system, our metabolism?
So, I mean, I can't explain it in words, the amount of direct impact a diet has on metabolism and immunity. People take it very lightly कि खाना ही तो है. मतलब खाना ही तो है, खाएंगे. It is not something very complicated. But I must tell you, your food, or whatever you are putting inside your body, has direct impact towards your metabolism and immunity. Now people think कि हम 21 above, when you hit 21, it is science, it's a fact that 21 के बाद आपका metabolism down होता है, because of the age factor. But that doesn't mean कि आप उसको बूस्ट नहीं कर सकते, या अरे हम 30 हिट कर गए हैं तो अब तो इसके बाद सब कुछ डाउनफॉल ही है, इसके बाद तो हमारा वेट गेन ही होगा, कम नहीं हो सकता. इट्स अ मिसकंसेप्शन. दिस इज नॉट हाउ थिंग्स आर. इफ यू आर गोइंग टू हैव अ डाइट विच हैज गुड अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन, सो अगर मैं बताऊं तो इफ माई वेट इज 65, तो मैं अपने बॉडी वेट के अराउंड लूंगी फ्रॉम, तो माई प्रोटीन इंटेक शुड बी बिटवीन 50 to 60 grams. This is a very basic requirement our body needs at any cost, whether I work out, whether I don't work out. So why protein is important? Because that helps in building your muscle. Aap side by side, if you also add in strength training to your routine, it can be only 3 times a week. सिर्फ 3 दिन में आप 3 दिन जाइए हफ्ते में, that is also a very good start. उससे आपका मेटाबॉलिज्म बहुत बेटर होता है, बिकॉज आपकी मसल्स बिल्ड होती है, एंड देन दैट प्रोटीन इज यूज टू बिल्ड योर मसल्स, आपकी मसल को स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए, टू हील योर मसल, टू हील योर बॉडी. एंड दैट्स हाउ योर मेटाबॉलिज्म इंक्रीजेस, बिकॉज योर बॉडी इज बर्निंग कैलोरीज इवन इन रेस्टिंग स्टेट. आप जिम से आए हो, आपने अपना प्रोटीन, आपने अपना मील खाया विच हैड गुड अमाउंट ऑफ प्रोटीन, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, फैट्स. उसके बाद आपकी बॉडी एक हीलिंग प्रोसेस पे जाती है, जहां पे वो फूड का ब्रेक डाउन करती है एंड योर मसल्स आर गेटिंग हील्ड. तो इस प्रोसेस में योर बॉडी यूजेस अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी, hence you end up burning more calories. So ऐसे, this is the whole funda of increased metabolism. So it's very basic. And now talking about immunity, I think more than metabolism, we should focus on immunity. People are getting sick every time. Like there is a season that comes in and people get sick, and they are getting sicker day by day. Now the reason is their food choices. Their gut health is not good. Like I've seen so many people are getting stomach ache. They have upset stomach very frequently. This is because lack of immunity and their gut not being healthy. Now why their gut is not healthy? Because they're not having nutritious food, they're not having enough fiber, they're not having a good probiotic supplements, they are not having enough protein, they are just resorting to all these unhealthy options out there. Khana nahi khate. Like in youngsters, what we see is they are not eating whole foods, they are going for snacks. They don't like to eat whole foods, वो अपने जाते हैं and they have their snacks. So this is completely wrong, and it is going to impact on your immunity directly. The moment you start to eat healthy, you start to give good, nourishing, nutritious food to your body, it will heal your gut. Hence, you'll have a good immunity. So diet has a straight direct impact towards your metabolism and your immunity. And if you feel that आपका पेट बहुत जल्दी खराब होता है या आप बहुत जल्दी बीमार हो जाते हो, don't think twice, it's because of your diet.
एग्जैक्टली, हम लोग बहुत टेम्प्ट हो जाते हैं गोलगप्पे देख के, फिर चाट पकौड़े, एक्चुअली अभी बारिश के सीजन
See, I know
बहुत टेम्प्ट.
once in a while it works. Give yourself महीने में एक बार, but people are having it every day. That is very wrong.
So that I can understand, but it's so tempting that for someone who's a foodie, it's very, very difficult to control that.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned about proteins. Now, for people who are non-vegetarians, they do get their source of protein from the kind of meal they consume. But what about vegans? Where do they get their?
Yeah. So now when I talk about, so there are non-vegetarian, vegetarian, and this new term that has come out and new lifestyle that people are opting for, that is veganism, where they follow a vegan diet. So people who don't know what vegan diet is or veganism is, it's that they don't consume any product coming from animals. So your no, your vegetarians, they have their doodh, dahi, and butter, but that is also coming from animals. So vegans don't even consume non-veg, and they also not consume any dairy products, which is your dahi, milk, anything coming from, made from milk. Okay, so now for them it's not that difficult, honestly, because now there are so many good brands out in market that give vegan protein supplements. So these supplements are out there in market, and apart from supplements, these few food that are amazing for our clients that are following vegan diet. I recommend them to have tofu. Okay, tofu is a really, really good source of protein. So I personally consume tofu because even with clients who don't have PCOS, who have PCOS, sorry, I don't give them a lot of dairy, right? So now in that case also they can't eat chicken, right? So tofu is a great source. Soya is a great source, consumed in moderation, not every day. And one, this superfood that I will recommend non-vegetarian, vegetarians, vegans के लिए तो it should be their everyday meal. इसको लेना ही है. It is going to be a game changer, which is your sprouts. You take your black chana, your moong dal, you keep them aside, and then उसके sprouts बनते हैं. It's very easy to make. Now, why it is so nutritious? Because it will give you protein. It's fermented, so it's great for your gut. Okay, so it's going to give you protein and it will keep your gut healthy. So having sprouts daily is a great source of protein and a good source of fermented food. Oh, and your gut will love sprouts. So have that, and you can have your, as I said, vegan protein supplements are there. Tofu is there, soya is there, your dal, pulses, black rajma. All these products can be taken. And one thing that people don't know is when you have dal, so just dal is not a complete protein, but when you have dal with rice, it becomes a complete protein source. So for all those people who are vegan, it's not difficult to have a high protein diet. And I will tell you this one thing: I am someone who consumes eggs, but I will tell you the best diet to be followed is a vegan diet, because your gut will love you for that. Our gut doesn't really enjoy having a lot of dairy and a lot of meat products. सबका हमने सुना है, कोई मीट भी खाता है तो कहते हैं ना, अरे पेट खराब है तो नहीं खाना, because nahi le pata hai gut. So if you are someone who is following a vegan diet, you are doing the best thing for your body, and you can resort to all these sources. And there are a lot of more sources out there which are great for vegan protein. And one more source, which is spirulina, hemp seeds, all these small things you can add in your diet. Hemp seeds are like, have it in your salad, it will give you a good 10 grams of protein. It's not that difficult if you go out there and find option. I know for people who are non-vegetarians, or even people who eat paneer, it's very simple for them. They don't have to think a lot. But for vegans, they have to think and research. But it's not difficult. There are options out there. You are not missing out on anything. And I
There
think
is
this is what. Sorry.
there is one question that's listening to you. So whatever tips you gave about a vegan diet, we already have a audience putting in the comment. What is the best vegan alternative for milk?
So best vegan alternative is, I would say, almond milk. Is a great milk alternative. Now there are a lot of options also. There are coconut milk also. There are oat milk also. There's soy milk also. Now soy milk is also a good option, but sometimes people don't enjoy soy milk that much. And for my clients who have PCOS, I don't recommend them to have soy milk every day. But if they are at this one place, they only have soy milk option, you can have soy milk. And one more, oat milk is also a great source. People seem to love oat milk, but one thing I don't like about oat milk is it's a complete starch. तो अगर आप उसको सुबह अपनी कॉफी में आप थोड़ा सा ओट मिल्क ले रहे हो तो आपका ग्लूकोज स्पाइक काफी ज्यादा होगा. तो आई वोंट, दैट इज नॉट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन टू हैव ओट मिल्क, बिकॉज इफ यू सी ओट इज अ ग्रेन, ओट का, ओट से निकला हुआ जूस इज ओट मिल्क, राइट? तो वो कंप्लीट स्टार्च है, तो उससे आपका ग्लूकोज स्पाइक हो सकता है. बट almond milk is one of the best option, and the one thing I love about almond milk is that बहुत easily घर पे prepare हो जाता है. You just have to soak your almonds, उनको आपको अगले दिन you have to churn it, and muslin cloth से आप उसको drain करेंगे, you have your almond milk. It's very simple. So this is why I like, so if I will have to recommend, then almond milk is the most easily available and one of the healthiest option for your alternative for your regular milk.
So, doctor, you also were mentioning about gut health, and like when we talk about milk, our gut really doesn't entertain or like milk much. So, now, is almond milk or the probiotics that we consume good for our gut, and how much can they be consumed in a day, in a month, to keep the gut healthy?
So, some people feel allergic towards milk and they feel some gut issues. That can be because uh, it's really hard to find milk, which is like cow milk, buffalo milk, which doesn't have any chemicals inside it. Okay, and sadly, a lot of chemicals are being injected to our cows and buffaloes, which come in the milk. So that's why if you see our grandparents didn't have an issue with milk, but we are having issue with milk. That can be because of that reason. Now coming to the point of probiotics, now probiotics are one of the best things that you can give to your body, give to your gut, because basically probiotics are these microorganisms which live in your gut, right? Gut is your intestine. Gut is not your stomach. Your intestine is basically what we call gut. Now, we have bad bacteria, right? Which make us sick, which make us feel not very healthy. We get stomach ache. But on the same side, good bacteria help to heal our gut. Now, you can easily see on a person's face if their gut is not healthy. They will start to get a lot of acne, right? Hormone imbalance, and we see people suffering from skin condition like eczema. This can be because they don't have enough probiotics in their body, right? And immunity has a direct impact with probiotics. So when someone, this is what I recommend, when someone is on a antibiotic dosage, doctor has recommended them to have antibiotics because of any condition they are going through. So you felt sick, now you have to take antibiotics to feel better. Now if you take a probiotic supplement with that, I mean, that's the best combination, right? It is going to make you feel healthier even faster. You will recover even faster if you take probiotic. Amazing supplements of probiotics are out there. You can take probiotics from natural sources also, right? So probiotics come from you have your probiotics in your fermented food, your idlis, your curd. They have, and there are supplements also which you can take, and there are amazing brands. You can search, you can find great amount of probiotic supplements, and you can add that in your day-to-day life, and it's going to boost your metabolism. If you're suffering from gut issues, it's going to help with that. And yeah, I mean, it's a best thing you can give to your body.
So, like listening to you, there's someone who's asking, is protein powder, you've spoken about
Yeah.
supplements, so there's a question, is protein powder having any side effect? Or there are many supplements that are come into being in the market these days. So how
Yeah.
are these supplements benefiting us, or do they have any side effects? What is your opinion on that?
So protein powders don't have any side effect that are that are going to be dangerously affect your health. So now some people might feel breakout in their skin. Okay, they might feel indigestion. They will feel bloated. Right? These are few things one person can see in their body when they initially start to consume protein. So what I tell my clients is to slowly add protein in your diet, right? And I mean, if you start to take a lot of protein shakes initially, you were not having anything, you were not having enough protein, your protein intake was way less, and then you suddenly increase your protein intake via whole food or via protein shakes, then it's going to give you some side effects which can be bloating. You might get breakouts on your skin. Breakouts on your skin are seen when people take your normal whey protein. So that's why some people shift to vegan protein, because they are allergic to dairy product. Whey protein is made from milk, right? And vegan protein is made from all vegan proteins, no animal products. So it's completely dairy free. Now, that's where it comes to play, and that's what we talked about, knowing your body first. So everybody's body, now protein suits me, that doesn't mean it will suit you, right? So you have to, there are so many options and so many range. I would only say, if you are someone new at trying out protein, just make sure that you're taking from a trusted source. It's authentic, it's not fake. There are so many fakes out there. So just make sure you're taking it from an authentic website. You are not falling for those cheap products, or sometimes people give you saying that, oh, it's on discounted price, and we get excited that, oh, we are getting so much discount. So just be sure that you're using an authentic product. And if you can't afford an authentic product, it's fine. You can have your protein from your whole foods also. It's not necessary to take it from protein shake. Protein shake is recommended for people who are not able to complete their protein source, so they go for protein shake. But if you are someone who can take who can complete their protein requirement through whole food, that is completely fine too. You don't have to compulsorily take protein shakes.
Okay. So there's one more question. Mr. Eric asked that will it make difference if someone switches to vegan diet? Would you recommend veganism, and is switching to a vegan diet completely fine?
See, as I said, your gut will love you if you will shift to a vegan diet. It's better for your gut, but it's not something I will force someone to leave it. If someone's body is okay with having non-veg, they feel healthy. Their body is digesting chicken. Their body is digesting meat very happily. Their body is digesting milk very happily. Then it's completely fine. If you will tell me that you are facing certain issues related to gut, or meat is not digested well by your body, then I would recommend for you to try leaving out non-veg from your diet, or just slowly decrease the intake of non-veg. But it's you can't again, it's a lifestyle choice. I never force that on anybody that you should switch to veg or non-veg. It's just somebody's life. You have to work around that, right? So if you feel that you non-veg is not suiting you, then it's better you try to slowly quit non-veg if your body is not accepting it. But just seeing that a trend is going on, that is not a good enough reason, because it's a trend that is going on. Like, okay, everybody is following vegan diet, तो हम भी करते हैं. वो एक सही तरीका नहीं है. अगर आपकी बॉडी को सूट नहीं कर रहा है, क्या पता वीगन डाइट आपकी बॉडी को सूट ना करे, है ना? इट्स ऑल अबाउट द चॉइसेस. काफी लोगों को वीगन डाइट सूट नहीं करती, काफी लोगों को सोया सूट नहीं करता है, एंड दे हैव टू resort to dairy products or non-veg. So it's all about how your body takes food.
So, like, how can one identify if someone is allergic to a particular food? That's also there in our like chat section. People have put in that. How do they understand if they are intolerant to a particular food item? Are there any particular tests that can be taken to identify if somebody has any food allergies, or if somebody is allergic to like a particular food item, how do they switch and what modifications should they make in their diet?
So usually people find allergies or like अगर उनको ऐसा फील होता है कि अच्छा वी हैड दिस सर्टेन फूड एंड उससे हम हमारा स्टमक अपसेट हो गया या वी फेल्ट ब्लोटेड और वी गेट सम एलर्जिक रिएक्शन then they have it again and then they feel the same symptoms. So usually people find out this way by trial and error. They have something and their body reacts just to listening to your body. Now there are so many.
Yeah, this reminds me of a friend being allergic to eggplant, that is brinjal.
Yeah.
So we were having that. हम लोग बोर्डिंग में रहते थे साथ में, तो फिर क्या होता था, जब भी वो खाती थी बैंगन की सब्जी, उसके पता नहीं पिंपल्स आ जाते थे, रैशेस आ जाते, तो 2-3 बार अंडरस्टूड कि नहीं, दिस इज समथिंग आई एम एलर्जिक.
So this is
Then, like, I reckon the doctor had suggested her to go for some test or something to like confirm if she's actually allergic to
yeah.
that or something else.
Yeah.
Like, are there any tests
So,
specifically that can be taken?
so there are whole allergic profile tests that you can get it done. So your it's very simple. Your blood is drawn, and whole allergic test profile your blood work is done, where it is checked that exactly they experiment through your blood, like what all your body is not taking easily, or your body is not accepting this food group. So there are a lot of allergic tests that are there, and if you feel this is something precautional, like usually people don't do that. It doesn't come to our headspace that okay, let's just go and get an allergic test. जब हमारे साथ कुछ होता है एक दो फूड के साथ नहीं अच्छा सिम्टम्स नहीं आ रहे होते हैं, then we think कि चलो टेस्ट करवा लेते हैं, and otherwise they don't get it done. But you can go to your nearest uh, if you can ask your doctor for a suggestion, you can easily go to a place, get your blood drawn, and you can ask them to get an allergic test done, and they will check your blood work and they will give out you the results. And it's always better, I always tell my clients to get it done precautionally. Don't wait till the time that you get a allergic reaction. It's done for.
Always better than cure.
Yes, of course. It's highly recommend to get a blood test done every 6 months. I'm not talking about the allergic one. So allergic one is one test, but other than that, your basic vitals, you should get it checked every 6 months. It's always better, so that any problem that you think you might be facing, you can identify it early on. So that's always better.
Very important to get our vitals checked every
Yeah.
6 months,
Yeah.
so that we know how whatever lifestyle we lead, whatever food we are consuming, how is that impacting our body. So it's very important. And if somebody is allergic, instead of waiting for the last minute reaction, they can
Yeah.
go get a test,
Of
identify
course.
how a particular food can react.
Yeah.
So that's very important. So, Sonakshi, we would like to know, can having particular food or following a particular diet, like there are keto diets, there are intermittent fasting that people do, there are vegan diets, obviously veganism is coming into trend. So do these kind of diet or change in dietary patterns impact our mental health?
See, of course.
Maybe it causes stress. Do that, does that impact us?
So, if I address different type of diet going on, so you can't put any of these diets, whether it's the keto diet trend or it's going and intermittent fasting going on and your vegan diet. You can't say that this is right or follow this routine. Everybody has their different body needs. Some people's body might react well with a keto diet. Some body's diet will react better with a vegan or intermittent fasting. So now in this case is that it's important that what exactly you're eating. You're eating healthy or you're not eating healthy. It's basically boils down to this one point that what type of food you're having, is it healthy for your body or it's not healthy for your body. So the most important reason, the one thing that people people always forget that food has direct relation with our stress, with our anxiety, and it's very interesting. People sometimes forget that how much impact food has on our mental health. Now if someone has gained weight, and if we check a survey, obesity का reason काफी बड़ा reason है people not fall being happy with their body, so they start to resort थ्रू फूड. एक दिन वो फास्टिंग कर लेंगे, कुछ नहीं खाएंगे कि भाई हम फास्टिंग पे जा रहे हैं और हमारा वेट कम हो जाएगा, बट देन दे फील अपसेट and they start to binge eat, and this is how this cycle goes. Even people who are lean, um, they somehow resort their emotions with food. So either someone will start to eat a lot of food if they're sad, and some people don't eat at all when they're sad, which adds up to their anxiety, body image issues. So it's very important to address how important diet is, and having a balanced diet is. You feel happy, you feel healthier, and this is what I've seen, that if you have a healthy diet, आपको क्रैशेस नहीं होते, यू फील मोर एनर्जेटिक, आई एम एबल टू कॉन्सेंट्रेट मोर. मेरे को दो 2 घंटे में या 3 घंटे में ऐसा नहीं होता कि मेरी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन लूज नहीं होती, और I don't feel that I'm not able to concentrate at one point because my thoughts are wandering off. That doesn't happen if you are having a balanced diet. You stay very cautious about is going around. You don't feel crashes that, oh, ab neend aa rahi hai or I have to eat something, otherwise I'm going to starve or I will faint. These things don't happen just because you are having a balanced diet. You are having enough protein, enough carbohydrates in your diet to keep you energized, and this adds up to your body image. It's very easy, and most of my clients come up to me like, we are done with it, we can't look like this for our entire life, हमें घर से बाहर निकलने में शर्म आती है, हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, we want to fit in our clothes, we want to fit in clothes that ideally should be our size, but हम पहन नहीं पाते उनको because we are so overweight. So now this has a direct impact to your mental health. So it's very important to address that, and it's very important to know that कि आपकी जो food cravings हैं, आपका मन करता है कोई certain type का food खाने का, that is not a valid reason to look a certain way, and उसके बाद it's going to impact your health also. Okay, now people are facing so many lifestyle issues. Like the lifestyle issues have become so common, and it's very sad how people have made PCOS, thyroid, and high cholesterol, diabetes common. That होता रहता है, तो pre diabetic होना तो common हो चुका है. It's not common. It's very sad that India is the diabetic capital, and it's high time we should address this issue, and we should take our diet seriously. Our craving should not be so important to us कि खाना ही है. That is not the most important thing to us, right? So it's really important to address these issues and to just fix our
I think
nutrition
that
and fix our diet.
and lifestyle modification like exercise, if you know how much quantity to have, if you maintain a moderation in that, I think cholesterol, diabetes, your pre-diabetic stage, and even your PCOS, thyroid, all these things can be reversed. It's only about being mindful through a mindful diet that people can actually win, triumph over all kind of these symptoms.
Yeah, of course, diet has direct relation. Now, see, diet is not about losing weight anymore. सिर्फ डाइट को आप या न्यूट्रिशन को या नरिशिंग फूड को आप सिर्फ और सिर्फ वेट लॉस से नहीं डायरेक्टली ट्राई कर सकते कि डाइट करोगे तो वेट कम होगा. नो, इट्स नॉट द केस एनी मोर. Therapeutic diets are there which help you reverse your diabetes, your thyroid, your PCOS, manage your cholesterol levels, and this can all be done through diet. So it's not like diabetes हो गया, thyroid हो गया, PCOS हो गया, now you have to live with it. No, it's not. It's a lifestyle problem. You have to fix your lifestyle and it will get better.
Okay, so there is a question coming up here that are there any herbal or homemade drinks that can help us reverse our like health conditions such as thyroid, PCOD, and high cholesterol. These things can be reversed through any homemade drinks.
So the truth is, there is no shortcut that we go for, right? There is no shortcut that we can have this tea and we can have this drink or this some herbal medicine and this problem of ours will go away. There is no hard and fast, you can say, potion that you can drink and it will fix your problems, your life. It's a lifestyle disease, it's a lifestyle disorder. Why it's called lifestyle disorder? Because it can be only fixed by your lifestyle. So it's very important to know that you will have to fix your lifestyle. Now, as I've heard that turmeric is a natural healer, neem is a natural healer, and now you can have all these things and it can benefit you. But if you are not having a healthy meal or a healthy diet, your routine is not fixed, you are eating at any time you feel like, you are eating at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and whenever you feel like you're munching, that is only going to make your situation worse. And it's not that you are having aloo paratha subah, uske baad you are having maybe chole bhature someday, and then you are having a portion, you some drink thinking कि ये fix कर देगा इसको. That is not going to happen. तो first आपको अपना lifestyle ठीक करना है. फॉर पीपल जो जिनका लाइफस्टाइल भी अच्छा है फिर भी उनको कुछ ना कुछ इश्यूज थोड़े बहुत आ रहे हैं, दे कैन रिजॉर्ट टू सम दीज herbal drinks, or they need a serious medical help from their doctor. And it's a very rare case. जब आपका lifestyle भी अच्छा फिर भी आपको problem हो रहा है, it's a very rare case. Usually you can fix everything from your lifestyle. Personally, I have fixed my PCOS. I was someone who used to get irregular periods, had very bad skin condition, and I didn't take one single medicine to fix my periods. It was just through my diet, and I get my regular periods just if I check my diet. The moment I will stop working out, the moment I will start to have junk, it's going to show up on my body. I'm going to get late periods. I might not get periods at all. Okay, so this is what I've seen with people. So having a balanced diet, having a good lifestyle in general, sleeping on time, waking up on time, that also matters. That also really matters. You're having a healthy diet, but you're not having enough sleep. You're only sleeping for 3 hours, 4 hours. That is not good either. So it's important to have a healthy lifestyle, and you will not need any herbal drink, trust me. If you'll fix this, you won't need any herbal drink.
That was really insightful. We'll be quickly taking up one or two more questions before we end the session.
Sure.
It's been a very enlightening, inspiring session. So one question has come up. Can you recommend some food items that can help improve sleep?
So now one supplement I would recommend is magnesium. If you take magnesium, it's going to really help you help with your sleep cycle. Now there is no food item that you can take. Instead, try these few things. Having a supplement, for example, magnesium, before your bedtime will really help you. Having chamomile tea, which is a caffeine free drink, and what it basically does is कि आपका जो stress होता है आपको calm कर देती है वो. So if you have something going in your mind, थोड़ा stressful लग रहा है, तो it will calm you down, which will help you in a better sleep. And having early dinner. So 2 घंटे पहले before sleeping, have your meal 2 hours before and go for a 15 minutes walk. तो जब आप 15 मिनट की वॉक करके आओगे, what you will feel lighter, and you will feel very relaxed, lighter, and this is really going to help with your sleep. So if you are going to try these 2 3 things, it's you will going to have an amazing sleep cycle. So just having these few little changes in your lifestyle will make a huge impact.
Okay, the next question, are there any food that can naturally lower blood pressure? So that's the last question that we're taking for the session. And see that people have been really proactive in sharing their questions, their queries, and have been ardent listeners for this session. So stay tuned with us till the session ends. Yeah, please, doctor.
Having food which are rich in antioxidants, so your blueberries, your pomegranate, if which is a fact that a blueberry is not very easily available in India, but somewhere similar to blueberries in nutritional requirement is your pomegranate. Okay. And again, having pomegranate in your diet will really help in your blood pressure. And also just having these enriching food, even honey people take for antioxidant, but I would recommend going for blueberries and pomegranate because honey is high in sugar, so it's better you resort to these food groups. And just having more fiber in your diet will really help in solving your issue. So do try that. This is going to really impact you. And not having something very spicy, salty, or too sweet. Now this really impacts in this really cause a problem when somebody is having too sweet and like too, or something too sour, or just like, or too spicy. Now this can also impact your blood pressure badly. So just take care of these few things, and I think it will solve your problem.
Guys, you have said throughout the session, you started over the session stating that it's very important that we have a balanced diet, and then you spoke about veganism, how our gut can be healthy, and then about how through being mindful we can actually monitor our health conditions, be it any disease. You also shared your story for PCOS, how you
Yeah.
reversed it through just
Yeah.
maintaining and controlling. And so, dear audience who've been with us in our session, you know that making your lifestyle, changing your diet, if you can control your cravings, then you are already a winner for all the critical health conditions that might be coming. So take charge of your health, stay healthy, stay well, and be mindful of what you are eating. Thank you so much, nutritionist Sonakshi, for joining us, and we look forward to doing more such sessions with
Yeah.
you. It was lovely listening to you. And I'm
Yeah.
sure our audience who's been there in the session, they've enjoyed whatever tips you've given them. They are going to go back and follow that.
Of
Thank
course,
you so much.
of course. Like it was a great session. Thank you for interacting, and thank you. The audience was amazing. They were so interactive, and I hope that I have solved some of your queries. And we'll be doing this really soon again, right? And I mean, thank you for having me.
It was our pleasure, and I'm sure whatever tips you have given, our audience is going to work seriously on that. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
You're
Take care.
welcome. You're welcome. Take care.